Welcome back. It is the continuation of our previous topic, that is if-else statement. Previously, we have used only simple logic where either the condition will be true or either the condition is false. So we have solved two problem, that is to check a given number positive or negative, or the given number is even or odd, right? But what if there is more than two condition? You might think that we have a certain scenario where we need to check grading of a student. So a student can earn or can get any number between 0 to 100, both are including. So but based on the scoring criteria, different university have different grading system, right? So 0 to 35 we may consider as a fail grade. Similarly, 35 to 50 only passing criteria, pass grade. More than 50 to 61 grade, suppose grade C. Okay. So where more than two conditions are there, so those logic we cannot build using basic if and else structure that we have seen in the last lecture, right? So for that, C offered us a different variant of if and else construct. We called it if else ladder. It's just like a ladder, one after another. So you can write more than two conditions. So you can see in the flowchart, I have considered three condition. Okay, condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. So how it works: if condition 1 become true, whatever the code you have written inside the body of if block related to the condition 1, it will be executed and then it will follow to the end of the execution. Suppose condition 1 is not true, so your program control will move further to check the second condition. So if second condition is not true, it will move further to the third condition. Now if suppose that none of the condition is true, so definitely the else block going to be executed, right? So that process is called if else ladder. And as per the ANSI C standards, they supports up to 255 level of if else ladder. You can write a C program where you can test individual 255 number of conditions. So okay, so as per ANSI C, I think C89, whatever I am talking, C89, about C89. Later I did not check because we never write such no complex or lengthy conditions for just one outcome. Okay, there are different way to achieve that output. We'll see the later in the course. Okay, normally 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, because code we need to also understand what we have done in the code. So code readability is one of the key feature while writing the code. Somebody must also understand your code, right? So better to stick to 3 to 4 maximum. If you need, you can go up to 4 to 5 level of conditions, okay, one after another. So it previously we have used keyword if for the true case, and we have used the else for the false case, right? So now we have more than two. So in such case, what we called it if else ladder. Okay, so let me just show you the syntax in the GDB compiler, how we can do these stuffs. So let us implement one basic program, and before that let us see the basic structure of if else ladder. Okay, see how it is started. The syntax will be like this: if the expression or condition, so I normally write condition so that student can understand, and its body will start, definitely body will end, then else if, so there is a single character space. Okay, there is a single character space between them. Okay, single character space, else if. Again you can write down the condition, because we have seen in the last lecture condition can only be written with the if, condition we cannot write with the else. Okay, so this way you can continue up to 255 level as per ANSI C, and the last one that you always prefer, last one we always write the else block without any condition, because else never have any condition. If you remember, at the very last part of the previous lecture, we have also discussed that we cannot write else alone. Every else must be preceded with an if. So here also, if there is an else if it is preceded with an if. Okay, so this is the structure. So let's build that one, the grading that we have taken the example. Here you can see the problem statement. The student number will range between 0 and 100. If anybody enters a number less than 0, that is a negative number, it should print wrong input. Similarly, if anyone enters a number 100 greater than 100, it also should print wrong input. Other than this, these are the grading criteria. A number is greater than 0, okay, and if you see, if the number is greater than equal to 35, it will be E grade. If number is greater than 0 but the number is less than 35, it will be the R grade, fail grade, and this way we are proceeding. Okay, then next grade is up 50, 60, 70. So now we're going to write how many conditions. Here I have listed total 7 conditions we're going to write. Okay, so I'll provide the file. I'll provide this particular source code. You'll find the source code in the description. So let us build a grading system. We are working with the single subject. Later, once we understand about the use of array, we'll see to use multiple subjects and we'll calculate the proper grading system. So now here marks can be in float, so you can use float. Okay, you can initialize with this value, not necessary but better to do. So now ask to enter a number or enter the marks, enter the mark of the subject, right? Now take a scanf to read the floating point number. Done. And now we're going to start our logic here. Okay, so build your logic. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. If the number is less than 0, so it's a single line only. We are not going to write any block coding or body, just we're going to write it here. Wrong input, sorry, wrong input, right? Now second condition, if number is greater than 100, so again wrong input, right? Okay, now first condition, another condition we're going to see. If suppose my number somebody scored 15, so look at the criteria here. I am not allowed right now to use multiple conditions together, so let us build the code with single condition. So now you need to understand where can I place this condition. Now suppose somebody score 15, so if somebody score 15, the number is greater than equal to 0, true, number is also less than equal to 35, right? If somebody score 15. So now if I just write a number 60, there different criteria are there. Number is greater than equal to 0, so it will also satisfy this criteria. Number is greater than equal to 35, it will also satisfy this criteria. So number is also greater than equal to 50, it will also satisfy the criteria. Okay, so now how to build that particular logic. Okay, so now let's just take it on reverse way. Okay, consider it from the large number. If number is greater than equal to 70, right? So if I enter 15, false. If I enter 35, false. If I enter 50, also false. If I enter 60, false. If I enter 70, 80, 100, it will be true, correct? So now we can print grade is A. Okay, else if, so now let us take the second one. If number is greater than equal to 60, so if my thoughts are, if I had already entered 79, if I enter 79, it will come to this condition. 79 is greater than 70, so it will print it. Other part of the code will not execute. So here the grade is B. Now suppose number is greater than equal to 50, so you can just write down the grade here. Grade is C. And else if the number is greater than equal to 35, what we can do, grade is E, and one more conditions remain. So simply we can use else statement here, fail, okay, or F grade we can say, or R grade, okay, R grade. So grade is R. Okay, so I hope you understand how I have built it. Okay, so let us just execute and see some issue. Num is undeclared, so it is not num. Okay, let me just take it num, because everywhere I have written num. I have to modify all the things. Instead I just modify it here. Now run. Okay, so I'm entering the marks. Now suppose 8.9 I have entered. So 8.9. So 8.9 less than 0? No. So how it is works? False. Going to the next. 8.9 greater than 100? No. False. Okay. 8.9 greater than equal to 70? No. Greater than equal to 60? No. Greater than equal to 50? No. Greater than equal to 35? No. So it comes at last. It prints me the grade is R. Okay. So let's run it again. Now suppose if I enter a number, suppose -9, wrong input, or you can print wrong marks entered. Now if I just enter marks 78, you can see it is following this way. Okay, so let me just take the pen and discuss. Okay, you have entered 78, so it is checking here one by one. Is 78 less than 0? No. Okay, move further. Is 78 greater than 100? No. Move further. If 78 greater than equal to 70? Yes. So it prints this line, grade is A, and immediately it goes outside of else block. Okay. I hope you cleared the concept here. I hope the idea is clear how we can use if else later. Right? Okay. Now here you can see for this particular program, I have written multiple scenarios. Okay. There is also a way we can fix these two wrong input case together. Wrong input case together. Okay. And we can also any other possibilities? I don't think so. Let's see. So we can, there is a situation, because see, in both of the case it prints me the same output, wrong input means wrong marks. Number marks range is between 0 and including 100. This will be the range, right? So here whenever you saw that you have written multiple if else statement for the same output, better to merge them so that number of line in the source code get reduced and it will become very easy to maintain. Okay, so how we can do? Now recall our logical operator lecture. We have drawn a table, I hope you remember. right? And what we called that, consider this P is outcome of one condition and the Q is outcome of another condition. And we have taken some values like this. And logical and operator, if you just remember, if I just go back to the lecture, you can see here we have written that logical AND operator returns true if both the condition are true, and logical OR operator returns true if any one condition is true. So in this case, if you look at the code, either the number, suppose if I enter -3, so this number is less than 0, but it cannot be greater than 100. Now, at the same time, a number, either it is fall in this side, or if I just write minus 105, which is 105 only, not minus, so it is greater than 100. So either this it will come here, or either it will come here, right? Either it will come here, or either it will come here. So we can merge these two. So now we can consider this one as my P and this one as my Q. Now we need to understand what I can use in the logical operator, because we have these two and this. So this one is unary, so there is no use. Okay, no use, because right now there are two outcome. Okay, condition 1 and condition 2, so there is no use of this logical not. We need to take a decision out of these two which one we can use. So now think it again. If P is true, it also print me wrong input. If Q is also true, it also print me wrong input. So that means anyone. Okay, anyone, this one or this one. They can take the decision single-handedly. They are not depend on each other. So remember the table that we have discussed, P or Q. So even P is true. Okay, P is true, I get the outcome as true. Even Q is true, I also get the outcome as true. So that means this is the example where I can use logical OR operator to combine these two statements using only one if conditional statement, right? Okay, let us just modify the code and let me just show you. So now I'm just put this thing in a comment, so whenever you refer this code you can understand. So now combine two conditions, okay, into one if block, if expression using logical OR. So how to write logical OR? Using two vertical line. Okay, so here it is. If the number is less than 0 or the number is greater than 100, so in either case we can write wrong input. Okay, run this now. So if I just enter -9, wrong input, works. So if I just enter 900, wrong input, works. If I just enter 100, grade is A, fine. And if I just enter 0, grade is R. So my code works, but here you understood that these logical operators are used for what purpose? To combine two different conditions and produce a common outcome. So first write it with multiple if and else, then analyze your code, and if you saw that multiple if statement are actually producing same output based on different condition, so you can merge them using logical OR operator, and so that your code number of line is reduced and you can easily maintain it. Okay, so I hope you like this example of if else ladder. In the next lecture, we're going to see about nesting of if else to build more complex logic. Okay, I hope you like this. Thank you and have a nice day.